and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you are all doing really well. Today you are definitely going to need to get yourself a drink and possibly even a snack because I am filming a Q&A. So all the questions that you sent me, I have noted them all down on some paper so I don't forget any. And I'm going to answer them for you today. So I just want to start by saying thank you so much to everyone who did send me a question for this video. I am so grateful. When I put out that I was going to film a Q&A video and I asked for some questions, I was worried that I would only have like maybe one or two, but I've received lots and lots of questions. So thank you so much for everyone that did send me one in. If you are new here and this is the first video you are watching from my channel, then welcome. This is going to be a great video for you to get to know me better. If you do enjoy watching and you would like to be a part of this channel, then do consider subscribing. It is completely free, but it does really help me out a lot, and then you won't miss out on any future videos. For those of you who are returning, who have sent me questions, who always leave comments on my videos, support me and are subscribed, thank you so much. I am so grateful for you guys. I couldn't have this channel if it wasn't for you lot. So yeah, I really love it when I get any comments on my videos. So yeah, comment below, and if there's anything that I have missed out, I try to write down every question as it come in so I didn't miss any. But for any reason I have missed out any, then do comment below and I will try to answer any further questions for you guys. I'm going to be as honest and open as I can be. So yeah, let's start with the questions. Actually, just a little bit of background if you haven't watched any of my videos before. My name is Becky, I am 29. I literally cannot believe it is my 30th birthday this year. So October I will turn 30, and yeah, it just feels like a bit of a milestone, doesn't it? I don't know, it just doesn't feel right at the moment, like I'm 30 this year. But yeah, I am going to be 30 this year, so I am currently 29. I live in a town in Wiltshire, and I am a single mum. So I have a son, he is currently 7, his name is Leo, and he is if you have watched some of my videos of our days out or our vlogs, you will know he is the funniest, cheekiest little boy, but he's so loving. I absolutely love him to pieces. I don't think a day goes by where he doesn't have me literally like laughing in stitches. I feel very, very lucky and grateful to have him. But yeah, so you may have seen him in my videos if you have watched. But if you are new here, then I am a single mum to a 7-year-old boy. So let's get into the questions. I have them all down here. So I think I'm just going to start at the top and go through. I have tried to group them. So to start with, I'm going to answer your questions that are kind of about me. And then I have had an awful lot of questions about Zante. Again, for those of you who are regulars on my channel, you know I absolutely love Greece. I love Zante. I go to Zante as often as I can. So I've had lots of travel vlogs for there. And I think that's been the main question that I have received is, and I even get it on my videos, when are you next going to Zante? Have you been to any other parts of Greece? Have you stayed in any other resorts on Zante? So that is all coming up as well. I will answer all those questions for you. But I think I will start off with the questions that are a bit more about me so you can get to know me a bit better, and then yeah, I'll answer all your questions about Zante and about Greece. So yeah, let's begin. The first question I'm going to start with is something that I get asked about an awful lot, and it is about Leo's dad and the relationship. So I fell pregnant with Leo when I was 21. Shortly after he was born, I turned 22, and then me and his dad did get married. And for those of you who watch my channel, and even from the start of this video, you will know that I absolutely love Greece, and that is definitely where my heart is. So of course the only place that I was going to get married was in Greece. So we got married on the island of Zante, Zakynthos. Beautiful setting, all our family come over. But yeah, let's just say the relationship wasn't meant to be. So we did actually get divorced just 1 year later. Now, I will never say anything bad about him because obviously he is Leo's dad. And obviously that is not right for Leo. I don't want him to ever hear me saying anything bad about him. It's just not the way I am. Because obviously, yeah, he is still Leo's dad and obviously they still have a relationship. So Leo does spend every other weekend with him. But let's just say it wasn't the best relationship and it was definitely the right thing for me to get out of it. And I believe that everything kind of happens for a reason. I believe things are sent to test us, to teach us, so we can learn from it, become stronger. So I definitely believe that it was definitely a test. It wasn't the best time or part of my life. But obviously I am so grateful to have Leo from it. And I wouldn't change that for the world. I am so grateful and lucky to have him. But yeah, the relationship definitely has made me learn and become a much stronger person. But yeah, so that's all I'm really going to say on it, because like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because obviously it is Leo's dad, but it was definitely the best situation for that relationship to end, and obviously Leo still sees him every other weekend. But yeah, so let's move on from that and then let's head into the next question. So the next question is, what do you do for a job? Now, when I left school, I worked for John Lewis. So I was training at college to be a hairdresser. And I went straight to John Lewis. So I started working at John Lewis when I was 16, just part-time while I was at college. And then if you have watched one of my previous videos, I am actually allergic to hair dye. So I trained and qualified to be a hairdresser, but because I have a severe reaction to hair dyes, obviously it was not the best career path for me. I continued working at John Lewis all the way up until Leo started reception. I absolutely loved working at John Lewis. I made so many really good friends that I still see now. We go out for dinner. I absolutely loved working for John Lewis. But then when Leo started school in September, I actually applied to work in a school. Because obviously working in a school means you work school hours, you only work term time, so I have all the holidays off with Leo. So it just felt like the best thing for me to do. And now I must say it is the best decision I ever made, because I have loved every single minute of working in a school. I don't work in the same school as Leo, but I work at one in kind of the same area just down the road. But yeah, I absolutely love it and it's the best decision I have ever made. I love working with children. I just find it really rewarding. So I have worked as a one-to-one TA in the mornings for the last I think this is my 4th year now. Yeah, this is my 4th year that I've been a one-to-one with the same child in the mornings. So then recently, last year, I actually went on training to be an ALSA. For those of you who don't know what ALSA stands for, it's not the singing and dancing Elsa from Frozen. It stands for Emotional Literacy Support Assistant. Now, I absolutely love the training. Anything like that just really intrigues me. So yeah, I had a 6-week training course. I absolutely loved it. So now in my afternoons, I work as Elsa. So I'm doing one-to-one work with lots of different children to help obviously with emotions and coping strategies and things like that, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I don't think I will be changing my job anytime soon, and obviously it's perfect with Leo because it means I get all the holidays with him. So yeah, I'm so grateful to also have all that quality time with him. And how it works in the mornings as well, I'm actually able to drop him off at his school and then head over to mine because I don't start till 9. So yeah, it's just been the perfect job that I could have had with Leo. Next question. Do you live far from your parents? No. So I live about 10 minutes, probably about a 10-minute drive from my parents, but they actually live closer to Leo's school than me and Leo actually do. So we spend, you probably see from these videos, I'm currently sat in my mum and dad's house now because Leo is at his dad's. We spend an awful lot of time with my mum and dad. So we have our own house, but quite often what we do after school, because my mum, obviously Leo finishes at 3:15. My mum quite often doesn't finish till 5, so it's more like 5:30, 5:45 by the time she gets home. So we quite often come straight from school to my parents' house and start making dinner. So for those of you who watch my meals of the week, I think 99% of the time they are in my mum's kitchen because there's a park outside Leo's school, so if it's dry we head to the park for a bit and then we come to my parents' house, start making dinner for when my mum gets home. And yeah, so probably 99% of the time in the week we eat dinner with my parents, and then after dinner we head home. So yeah, it's just really nice, especially because obviously it is just me and Leo at home, so it is nice being able to come and have dinner with them, and obviously he can talk to them about his day as well. So yeah, it's just really nice. And then on the weekends we spend a lot of time with them as well, and the weekends that Leo is at his dad's I quite often spend here. So it was the King's coronation yesterday, so we did have a few drinks. We went to my brother's house and had some sandwiches, cakes, etc. So then last night I stayed here. So yeah, it's quite nice. We are so close with my mum and dad, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Leo absolutely loves it. But yeah, so our house is only about 10 minutes, so we spend an awful lot of time here. Next question is, what car do you drive? Now, I drive a Fiat 500. I always used to drive bigger cars, but then actually it's perfect for what we need, because obviously it's just on the school run every day, and it's cheaper on fuel, on insurance, and things like road tax. It's so cheap on road tax. But also because I'm a single mum, and I do like to save as much money as I can for our holidays so we can get out and about and yeah, just enjoy things and travel. So I don't want to be spending lots of money every month on a car. So I wanted one that was cheap road tax, cheaper on fuel, cheaper on insurance, and also things like if I need to replace the tyres or the brakes. Yeah, it's just cheaper. As soon as you go to a bigger kind of car, obviously all the costs goes up. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my little Fiat 500. Next question is, what music do you listen to? Now, I feel like I listen to a bit of everything. I love R&B, like old school R&B, but I love kind of pop music. I literally listen to a bit of anything really. I don't feel like there's a certain type of music. I like newer music, but there's also older songs that I like. Yeah, I don't think I really have a type of music. I listen to a bit of everything. I definitely don't listen to music as much as I used to. I used to always have music on my phone, used to always be listening to it in the car. I'd always have my own playlist on, but I tend to just listen to the radio now. But yeah, I do definitely still enjoy listening to music. But yeah, I don't really have a set style. I'm quite happy to listen to a bit of everything. So yeah. Next question is, do you have any hobbies? Now, my hobbies are obviously filming YouTube videos. I absolutely love that, and that is one of the reasons why I started this channel. I love filming like vlogs and our days out, just because I love the memories, especially our holiday vlogs. One of the main reasons why I film them is so we can look back and watch them, and I think it's going to be great for Leo. Like already he loves watching them, remembering what he's been up to. So that is definitely one of my hobbies. Walking is another one. I absolutely love going for a walk. I love just being outdoors as much as possible. So if I can be in the garden or I can be out on a walk, then yeah, I will do. As soon as any time the weather's dry, you will find me, I will be outside as much as possible. I love going to new places and exploring. So I love, with my Cotswolds vlogs recently, I love going to places that I haven't been to before, or even ones that I have and I haven't really kind of noticed everything. I really like researching places and then going and trying to find the things that I've looked at, and yeah, just exploring new places in the outside, and obviously traveling. My biggest hobby is definitely traveling to Greece. I feel like that is, yeah, that's something that I look forward to, that I'm always counting down to, that I try and save as much of my money as I can so we can travel as much as possible. And I do feel like I've been extremely lucky, and so has Leo. Since Leo has been born, he has gone on holiday every year, multiple times, to Zante. So yeah, that is definitely one of my biggest hobbies, is traveling to Greece. Another one of my hobbies is also cooking. And that has definitely come in the last couple of years. I absolutely love cooking, and finding new recipes, and also with my meals of the week. I feel like that has really kind of given me that boost, and I'm really enjoying finding new recipes and trying new things, cooking things that I haven't cooked before. So yeah, cooking is definitely one of my hobbies, and definitely something the last maybe 1 or 2 years that I've really found a love for. Right, next question is favourite TV programmes. Now, I actually, this weekend, so I started it on Friday, and it was the new Bridgerton, Charlotte's story. I started it on Friday. I think there was only like 6 episodes, so it wasn't a long one. I watched 3 on Friday, and then I sat and watched the rest of it last night. And oh my God, I absolutely loved it. So if you haven't watched it already, then I do highly recommend it. Yeah, and the ending, I just absolutely love the ending. And yeah, I just absolutely love the ending. I just really enjoyed it, but obviously I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it already. But if you have, comment below and let me know what you thought of it. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. Another program, one of my favourite programs, is Home and Away. So Home and Away is probably the only program or soap that I watch every day when it is on. I don't watch Emmerdale, Coronation Street or EastEnders. I have kind of sometimes in the past, but yeah, probably for the last year I haven't watched them at all. But Home and Away has always been my thing. I probably, since I was a teenager, I've watched it every day without fail. If I miss it, then I always record it and catch up on it. So that is kind of like my one thing that I kind of religiously watch all the time. But apart from that, I pretty much just watch Netflix. I don't think there's anything else really on, apart from Maths. So Married at First Sight Australia. Yeah, I absolutely love that. I've watched every season of that. Can't wait for the reunion. It's actually really annoying because it finished last week, but then we've had to wait. I don't think the reunion's on until Monday or Tuesday night. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. So yeah, Married at First Sight Australia. And yeah, apart from that, it is literally just Netflix. So obviously I've just watched Bridgerton, and another series that I've watched on there recently that I absolutely loved was The Night Agent. So again, that's more of an action film. If you haven't watched that, then I do highly recommend it. I absolutely loved that too. That was so good. But yeah, so I don't really have a favourite TV programme as such. I tend to watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of series, but yeah, Home and Away is something that I watch kind of every day. Next question is, when did you start filming your YouTube videos? Now, I started filming my YouTube videos 2 years ago in 2021, and I think a lot of people over lockdown kind of took up something new or found a new interest. So yeah, just through lockdown I was thinking, maybe I could try it, and then I was like, oh no, I can't have a YouTube channel. And then 2021, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, what's the harm in it? Like, yeah, just something new. And I have loved it ever since. I love filming these videos and yeah, responding to comments and things like that. So I'm hoping I can continue to keep growing this channel and that you continue to enjoy watching. So yeah, I started 2 years ago in 2021. Okay, now all the next questions are about Zante. So the first one is, are you off to Zante this year? And the answer is yes. I have a family holiday. Me and Leo, my parents, and also my brother and his family are heading to Zante in August for 2 weeks. And we are staying in Alicante. So yeah, I literally cannot wait for that. Yeah, I'm counting down, that's for sure. This was actually the first year that I didn't go in April, because probably the last 4 years I've always gone for a long weekend in April. But yeah, it just wasn't possible this year with how weekends falled. Leo was actually with his dad for Easter weekend this year. So yeah, just wasn't possible, but I absolutely love Greece in April. So I definitely want to try and go next April. It's just a really nice, quiet, like long weekend. And then I would have liked to go May half term. But again, I don't think, I do have Leo. Leo is with me for the whole of the May half term, but we are actually looking after my friend's dog. I would have liked to have gone away, but some of the prices at the moment are very expensive. And obviously I am only a single mum, so there is only so much I can pay out for. And I feel like we've been very lucky. So previous years we've gone like 4 or 5 times. But with the cost of living, I think everyone's feeling that, aren't they, this year? Everything is a lot more expensive. So yeah, I am going to go a bit more careful this year. So we probably will just go in August, and then I'm hoping I can keep saving up, and then maybe next year we can go more than once. But I don't want to kind of overstretch myself and make things a struggle. So yeah. This May half term, we are having my friend's dog while they are on holiday. We actually had him for a night on the last bank holiday weekend, and Leo absolutely loves him. Yeah, they actually got him as a puppy when Leo was born, and we used to spend lots of time. We used to go and stay at their house because they don't actually live in the same town as us. So yeah, Leo's kind of grew up with him, and he absolutely loved having him, taking care of him, walking him. And they were going on holiday, and they were going to pay a like doggy minder place to have him while they were away. And I was like, we can have him. So he is coming to stay with us for just shy of 2 weeks. Leo is literally buzzing, and so am I. Yeah, it just feels so homely having a dog in the house. So me and my parents, we used to have a boxer dog. So yeah, I've always kind of grew up with dogs, and I absolutely love it. And I do miss not having a dog in the house. Yeah, I miss when you kind of come home and they come running up to you. So it's going to be so nice to have him stay with us for 2 weeks. So yeah, next question. Have you tried any other resorts on Zante, such as Kalamaki, Sillavi or Argasi? And the answer is yes. So in all my videos that you have seen on my channel, we always stay in Alicanes or Aliques. And that is because it is our favourite resorts to stay in. I have friends there, we know quite a few people, and it just feels like home. So yeah, Alicanes feels like a second home. I absolutely love it there. Leo loves it there. And Leo's been there every year since he was born. He has friends there. So it's just the perfect place for us to stay. But I have stayed in other places. So when I was a child, my mum and dad took us to Laganus. Obviously now Laganus is like the party strip, but when we went as a child, it was like very early season. So yeah, it wasn't like height of the party kind of season. Had a really nice time. My mum and dad have literally been going to Zante for years. So as kids, I always went to Zante. I feel so lucky because they always took us on holiday every year. They've took us to so many different places. But yeah, so we've been to Laganus, and the other place we have been to is Sillavi. Now, we've been to Sillavi and stayed in Sillavi quite a few times. I've stayed there with my parents, and quite often me, my older brother and older sister used to go on holiday together, and we also stayed in Sillavi quite a few times. But yeah, since having Leo, we've always gone to Alicanis and Alikez. Obviously, when we stay there, we still go around the island, we still explore, because the whole of Zante is such a beautiful island. Honestly, if you have never been, then I highly recommend it. It's such a beautiful island, and the people are so friendly. But yeah, so I have stayed at Laganus, Sillavi, Alicanis and Alikez. Next question is, have you visited any other countries apart from Zante in Greece? Now, I have made a note of these so I didn't forget any, because sometimes I feel like if I'm on the spot, I find it really hard to remember. So I'm going to start first of all with other places in Greece that I have been to, and then I will let you know the other countries. Again, I feel very lucky. My parents always, as kids, took us to so many different places on holiday. They actually used to have even in the UK, they used to have a static caravan in Devon near Exmouth. So we used to spend our weekends and our summers down there. They had a boat, they even had a jet ski at one time. So yeah, I just feel very lucky that we always kind of went on holidays and made so many amazing memories. But yeah, so countries abroad, obviously Zante. I've also been to Pefkos and Lindos in Rhodes. Again, Rhodes is another beautiful Greek island. I've been to Athens, which is obviously the capital of Greece. Now, I've only been to Athens for one night, and that was because we were flying to Zante in, I think it was in October, and there was a lightning and thunderstorm, and the plane couldn't land because the runway was too wet. So we actually had to divert to Athens, and they put us up in a hotel in Athens for the night. And yeah, honestly, it was incredible. So Athens is somewhere that I definitely want to return to. I would love to do like a long weekend or something in Athens, just to obviously explore a bit more, because we only saw a very small amount of Athens because we obviously only slept there for one night. And so another Greek island is Lefkos, and we stayed in the resort called Nirdri. Again, a completely different place to Zante. That's one good thing. All the Greek islands obviously have their differences. And Lefkos, when we went, we stayed in Nirdri, and they had all these boats with all their lights along on the front. Yeah, just a different experience, loads of yachts and things like that. But yeah, we went there a few times. Stayed in various different hotels, etc. Other Greek islands, so these are when I was younger as a child, so I don't remember obviously lots about them, but Skiathos, Chios, Crete and Thassos, and obviously I would love to in the future go to lots more of these Greek islands, because I absolutely love Greece. I don't think you could go wrong wherever you went in Greece. So yeah, I definitely want to explore Greece a bit more. I've then been to Menorca, Majorca, Malta, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura. We went skiing in the French Douai Alps. Absolutely loved that. I remember my brother had a snowboard, and I used to sit on a little toboggan going down the hill. And then Sardinia in Italy. So Sardinia is like a little island off of Italy. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. Hotel was amazing. It was right on the beachfront. It was so hot, honestly. I think it's probably one of the hottest places I've ever been. But the only problem was they literally spoke hardly any English. So in the evening we would go for dinner and we'd see all these amazing foods, and then we would order it and it would be like something completely different come. But yeah, absolutely beautiful place. So yeah, I feel very lucky that I've been to lots of different places, but I definitely want to explore more. And I also want Leo to kind of experience all these different places. I think you learn so much from travel. So yeah, we're going to Zante this summer, but then I'm hoping in the future, I think I'll always go to Zante. I think that is the place where my heart is. I've always wanted to live there. So yeah, I think every year we will still do our Zante, but then hopefully we'll be able to travel to some other places as well. Yeah, I don't think I could give up my holiday to Zante every year, but I would like to do that and also try some other places. Right, let's move on to the next question if I can find it. Next question is, what is your one best memory? Now, my one best memory is obviously having Leo. Obviously that was a big change in my life. I'm so grateful to have him. I feel so lucky. In general, my best memories are definitely holidays. Holidays that I've spent with Leo, making memories, traveling, trying new foods, and also as a kid. So yeah, my best memories are definitely my holidays, but my best one memory is obviously having Leo. So yeah. Next question is, what is your favourite meal and do you like to cook? So yes, I absolutely love to cook. Like I think I said previously in this video, it's something that I've really grown to love the last couple of years. Yeah, I'm really enjoying cooking at the moment. My favourite meal, now my one favourite meal is a Greek dish and it is called cocconisto. So yeah, I literally cannot wait to go to Zante just so I can have a cocconisto with the nice Greek potatoes. I have actually made it at home before, and it did taste very similar. I really enjoyed it, but obviously it's not the same as being over there. But yeah, that is my one favourite dish that I absolutely love. And if I could have it all the time over here, I think I would literally have it every day if I could. It's kind of like a beef stew, but it's so tasty, so delicious. But other than that, probably a meal here would be, I love a stir fry. Probably like a stir fry or chicken and black beans with noodles. I absolutely love noodles. But yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like I like lots of food, but yeah, I think I would go beef cocconisto is definitely my favourite. But from what I have here quite regularly, I would go with like a chicken noodles and black bean sauce or like a stir fry. Next question. What's Leo's favourite meal? Leo's favourite meal is fish and vegetables. Yeah, go-to meal for him. He loves either fish fingers or like a breaded cod fillet, and vegetables. He doesn't like oven potatoes. Yeah, he doesn't like potatoes, doesn't like oven cooked chips. He does like mash sometimes, but he doesn't eat an awful lot of it. So yeah, his go-to is definitely either fish fingers or like a fillet, like breaded fillet of fish with vegetables. So yeah, I feel very lucky that he actually really enjoys vegetables. Broccoli is definitely his favourite. I think I could give him a whole bowl of broccoli and he would eat all of it. But yeah, so fish and veg for Leo. Next question is, what is your favourite shop for clothes and for food shop? Now, for clothes, I used to be a massive H&M fan and I used to get everything from H&M. But the last couple of months I haven't really seen anything on there that has kind of really caught my eye, apart from for Leo. I love H&M to get Leo's clothes. They do so many good t-shirts that aren't too expensive and shorts that are perfect for him. But I would probably say at the moment New Look. New Look is probably the clothes shop that I've got most of my clothes from the last couple of months. But yeah, I tend to go here, there and everywhere. But yeah, I would probably say that I've bought the most from New Look recently. So I'm going to go with New Look. Food shopping wise, again, I pretty much go here, there and everywhere. But I probably mainly get it from Asda. But I think that's just because I have a big Asda very close to my house, so I tend to get most of my shopping from there. But I'm always popping in Aldi, Lidl. There's a Sainsbury's by Leo's school, so I'm always popping in there to get things. So yeah, I go kind of here, there and everywhere. I love Marks and Spencer's for their fruit. But yeah, I would probably say the majority of the time it's probably from Asda. So yeah, I'm going to go with Asda. And I think that is all the questions. Yes, so that is all the questions. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If there is anything that you would like to know, or if I have missed anyone's question out, then please feel free to comment below and I will try to answer them all for you. I really hope you enjoyed watching this. I feel like it's a kind of different style video, but yeah, I just thought it'd be nice for you to get to know me a bit more and have the opportunity to ask any questions, because I know when I watch other people on YouTube, I always think, oh, I wonder what they do for a job, or yeah. So it's nice to kind of answer your questions so you can get to know me a little bit more. If you are new here and you have enjoyed watching, then do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos on my channel. And yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here, so I hope you have enjoyed watching. Oh, actually, before I go, next weekend, me and Leo are actually going to Legoland. So I am going to try and vlog our day at Legoland. So that's probably going to be the next video you see from me, apart from my Meals of the Week video, which goes up every Friday. So yeah, you'll see my Meals of the Week video on Friday, and then after that it will probably be a Legoland vlog. We actually got tickets by doing the Sun newspaper codes. So you had to get 9 codes to get 2 free tickets at Legoland. So I've got 2 free tickets for Legoland. I just had to pay a £2 booking fee. So yeah, we are heading to Legoland next weekend, so I will try and vlog that. And I know lots of you who follow my channel love seeing Leo in the videos, so yeah, you will see his cheeky face then. And yeah, I might have a clothing haul after that. I need to have a look around though. I haven't really seen anything. I was going to do a clothing haul video this weekend, but I was looking online and I didn't really see anything different to what I've had before, or anything that really caught my eye. But if I do find anything that I like the look of, then I will do a clothing haul soon as well. But yeah, I hope you are all having a lovely bank holiday weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye everyone.